Welcome to episode number 2 of the Funnels and Marketing Podcast. Today, I'm going to go through 3 ways that you can supercharge your brand awareness campaigns.
Whether you're an established business owner or an entrepreneur with a vision, the Funnels and Marketing Podcast has the tips and strategies you need to build funnels that convert and marketing that grows your business. And now, your host, Mark Haberstock.
All right, so let's jump right into today, guys. Building brand awareness is more important than it's ever been when you're doing business online. At the end of the day, people can't buy from you if they don't know who you are, right? And that being said, you don't want to get lost in the noise by running awareness campaigns that just look like everyone else's and you just end up blending in. These strategies that I'm going to go through today will help you stand out and actually deliver some value as you're building brand awareness, which in turn builds trust in the brand. So number 1, using case studies that show a transformation. The difference between a testimonial and a case study is that a testimonial is just an endorsement, whereas a case study shows the story or a transformation, right? So an example of a good case study would follow the structure of, this is, Dave, these were his struggles, this is how he felt, then he decided to try this was his experience, check out his results, and now this is where he is now. Whereas a testimonial is more like, for example, for a course, this course was a game changer for me. I quit my 9-to-5. I spent more time with my kids and I was able to retire my husband. So that's the difference between a testimonial and a case study. Okay, a testimonial is mainly just an endorsement, a recommendation, whereas a case study is something that shows a transformation. Now, the reason a case study is so powerful in marketing is because when your audience can see somebody who is in the exact same position that they're in right now, they can connect with them on a much deeper level. Then when they watch this person, or even if it's a business, if you're in B2B, when they watch the transformation that takes place as a result of your products or services or whatever your offer is, and then when you show them the result aligns with the result that they want, their retention of your ad is so much higher than a regular ad or commercial because they can identify with the case study, right? They can identify with the person in the ad. So essentially, they just connect with these people on a much deeper level because they see the similarities between them. Maybe they're even in the exact same position, and it helps them to know that your product or service is especially for them. So the second way that we can supercharge our brand awareness campaigns is to connect a feeling towards your brand. So leveraging an audience's emotions in advertising, it's absolutely nothing new, right? Everybody's done it for years. It's a really effective way to make sure that your ad or your message sticks with someone. When you consistently create your brand voice around the same emotion, people begin to associate and even feel that emotion when they see or interact with your brand. It helps people to connect a certain feeling towards you and your brand. So let's look at Pepsi for an example. Every single ad they have is upbeat and based around happiness. There's people dancing, right? Because that's the emotion they want people to feel when they think of Pepsi. Their ads are, like I said, people dancing, having fun. It's upbeat and happy, joyful. Coca-Cola uses a different angle. Their ads are more based around a warm, fuzzy, or like a magical feeling that you get when you drink a Coke product. So think about during the holiday times. You'll see that they'll show you, a family, a young kid leaving a Coke out for Santa, or a boy using a Coke bottle as a gift for the girl he likes. During the rest of the year, they like to use polar bears, and normally they have, a family of them to try to create this feeling. So the third way that you can supercharge your brand campaigns is with a value video, okay? It's becoming a lot more common for people to lead with valuable content, and for good reason. It works. People are becoming blind to ads because it's so easy to spot them, especially when you're looking at Facebook and it's in the news feed. When people click on a button on YouTube, it's their mouse automatically goes over to the skip button just waiting for it to appear, right? But when your ad can answer a question or provide a solution to a problem, or even show the audience how to do something, it doesn't look and feel like an ad. And even when it's obvious, they can't help but to watch. Look at it this way. If somebody goes to YouTube and searches for an answer to a problem, and they click on a video that promises to give them that answer, if your ad shows up giving them that answer before the video starts, they aren't going to skip your ad. Because at the end of the day, it's not the video that they wanted to watch. That's a little bit different when they're on YouTube for entertainment purposes. And this all comes down to your targeting when you're setting up YouTube campaigns, right? But when it's an entertainment-based video, people are going to skip the ad, even if you're answering a question they had previously, because they want to watch that video. So it has to be a really strong ad. But if you're showing your ads on a video whose the whole point of the video is answering their question, and your ad answers that question, they're not going to skip it. They don't care what video gives them the answer. They just want the answer. And that's why it's so important to pay attention to ad relevance when you're running YouTube ads, and to be strategic at a video to video level when you're setting up your targeting. So a lot of times when I set up YouTube ad campaigns, I don't target based on everybody who's looking at this. I'll target based on video to video. I'll tell YouTube exactly which videos I want my ads to show on. Okay. So don't be afraid to run an ad that delivers value with even a soft call to action at the end. Not every ad needs to smell like an ad to the viewer. A really good strategy is to serve a value-only video as an ad. Let's say something that's 4 minutes or longer, and retarget people with a different ad based on how much of the video they watch. So for example, people who watched 80% or more of your video, you can probably show them a direct to sales page ad, because it's easy to assume that if they've watched 80% of a video that's more than 4 minutes, there's probably a very high interest level there, right? Whereas if somebody only watched 40 to 80%, then they're definitely still interested, only they might need to enter your funnel at an earlier stage where there's a little bit more education and nurturing that goes on. So I hope this gives you a couple of ideas that you can use when you're planning out your brand awareness campaigns. As always, thanks so much for listening to the Funnels and Marketing Podcast. If you haven't already, head over to Facebook and join the Funnels and Marketing Facebook group. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the new episodes that come out every single week. And if you have the time, a review would be greatly appreciated. And we'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening to the Funnels and Marketing Podcast. If you're ready for a high converting, done for you, or custom built funnel, head over to platinumfunnels.com.